Hey yo, Chiksua here. So today we're going to show you guys how to actually work on your box. Why the Gear Gacha event has finally come back. And yeah, even though like working on box is like really annoying, it's a very important content, or more likely it's an important thing to do as an end game player, especially if you want to compete. So here, let me show you guys what box we have currently. So our box is at 9.7 million, not too shabby. And our goal is obviously going to be getting 10 million now and then 12 million later. So yeah, what should we do? Obviously, Gear Gacha. So as I mentioned already, Gear Gacha event. So if you guys don't know what that is, usually the rate of SSR or of 5-star stones and also hammers, they are, I think, half of that. I'm not too sure, or maybe even less. I'm not sure right now. Yeah, I think it's the half. But yeah, so basically what we're going to do is obviously we're going to do Gear Gacha, and then I will show you guys what to use. So first of all, obviously, just get rid of all of this, okay? Use everything, and then, I don't know, do it permanently or whatever. So I personally prefer to do it permanently, and then I look at the drops. So for example, if after 1 million I don't get a hammer, then I don't continue. If I do get a hammer within 1 million, I continue, because I'm like, okay, it's just like summons. When you are lucky in summons, continue summoning, because most of the times the luck is still there. And at 2 million, if I don't get a hammer, I just stop, because yeah, it's not worth to continue. It is all superstition. You don't have to do that, but for me, it kind of works. It kind of works, and sometimes I get like up to 20 hammers in 20 million, which is just absolutely insane. But sometimes I get nothing 10 times in a row, so basically 10 million and no hammer. But here, as you can see, I would continue this. Here, this is like the lucky draw. Look at this. Superstition Wear Crusader. Superstition Wear Crusader. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? Superstition Wear. That is the exact reason why I'm doing this. This is the exact reason why I'm doing this. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to filter out, I would say, I would call it time gate, where we actually get a lot of hammers. Because this is just a small trick. As I said, all superstition, you don't have to do that. I personally would recommend you guys to do that. And here, look at this. Another freaking 6 hammers. So we go for... So also, when we have more hammers, so for example, from 5 or above, you can also wait a little bit longer. So I would tell, like, for example, from 5, you can wait until 6 million. If you don't get a hammer, you can quit out. From 10 hammers, I would wait until 12 million. And that's all just how you think, or just how you feel it would be the most. It would be the best to stop. Damn, my English, guys, one more time. So here we are going to until 8 million for now, or usually I even go for 9 million right now. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. Like right now, the bad luck kind of starts, so you have to stop soon. So basically at 9 million, we are going to stop unless we get another hammer. And now we're going to show you guys afterwards, basically, what should we do after we did this. So because this is just one of the small steps, this is the easiest step everyone knows. And okay, we have 8 hammers, we can continue. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if this worked out for you or if it was total scam for you. So for me, it works. It's annoying, but yeah, here at 10 million we stop. We have 8 hammers. It's a pretty good ratio. So here, guys, very unfortunate, we are out of inventory space. So always also make sure that you have enough inventory space. But here, talking about the superstition from earlier, as you can see, 23 million gold, and we have 22 hammers out of that. So after seeing that, you might be thinking, ah damn, why did I not do this earlier, right? Okay, we haven't really talked about why is box CC so important. So for especially for endgame player, I just showed you guys like our current box CC. It is really important to have decent box CC, because later on, in Guild Wars especially, if your guild is always drawing, the box CC decides who's going to win the Guild Wars, and if you are going to win the whole bracket, you're just getting seeded, which is absolutely insane because you don't have to do Guild Wars unless you enjoy Guild Wars. But yeah, now what should we do? First of all, how to increase box in general. I would just showcase my box a little bit. So I'm not sure if people are interested in seeing this, but basically you have to have obviously everyone the UA gear you can do if you can. But now we are just going to remove the UA gear for now to show you guys the normal stuff. So here, for example, HP defense gives you more CC. So most of my units, the majority are all on HP defense. They don't even have +5, but they should have at least +5. So I was actually waiting a little bit. So like, for example, let's remove the HP defense. Let's have only attack instead. So only attack, I only have 2 sets, for example. That is one of the reasons why my box is so high. So basically now, step 2. Step 2 is going to be, you're going to sort out the stuff you get from gear gacha. There's a lot of times where you actually get some perfect gear. When you get those perfect gears, you're going to +5 this, for example. Let's +5 this. And then you can check, okay, press on here because it's an attack. Go on equipped, go on this and see, okay, the hard Diane, she has a worse gear on. So what we're going to do is obviously we're just going to go onto her. I think she was green, right? She was green and level 60 still. Was she green? Fuck, man. Here. So what you're going to do is you're going to replace this now. So here you're going to replace this and you automatically increase your CC by a little bit. So this is just a small thing you need to do. And it does a huge impact because if you do it on every unit, it's quite good. So here, for example, we have nothing better. Okay, oh, this is really great. So here we do the same procedure. We're just going to do this. Unfortunately, most of my stuff, they don't have a defense belt. So there's nothing we can change. I don't know, I think this is step 2 now. Step 2 is obviously all the gear, all the bottom gear, you start with that. Try to have 1% rolls. So you go like this, you're going to onto your this. Let's say you're going to take your best current belt you're not using, which would be this one, a almost perfect belt. Roll at least 1% on everything. So if you have 1% on everything, move on to the next gear and so on. And then it also increases your box. Afterwards, you're going to do the top pieces, so always corner pieces. Then if all your corner pieces are done, you're going to do this, right? And then you're going to do the right side. So I think that is pretty understandable. And yeah, that is the reason why you spend here the gold, because you get, first of all, anvils, you're getting hammers. So that is super, super helpful. And yeah, I think there's not much to say anymore besides of course, maxing your units, getting those artifacts, those free-to-play artifacts especially. So the more units you have level 90, the better it is. So let me show you here, for example, we have not that many units not level 90 anymore. And also SA, of course. So let me show you guys SA, for example, also very important. Awakening, also ult gauge, not ult gauge, ultimate moves. Ultimate moves, they are going to increase your CC by 400 for every copy. And also if you're going to awaken the units, if they are awakened, they gain 500 it was. And also, of course, passively working on the constellation. Why? Because you should max the affinity of everyone. And yeah, I think that is basically all the stuff you need to know to increase your box. So I would definitely so I would definitely recommend you guys to spend all your gold before Gear Gacha ends. And I would also recommend you guys, even though I told you guys level 90 is important, for now don't use any gold for level 90 or for relics, because they are extremely expensive. So it's better to have as much gold into your gear and stuff, because also gear, you have to awaken and 5-star everything, right? Later on as a step while you are doing it. So here, for example, you're going to just 5-star everything, and here you could stop, but because it's a very, very good gear, let me try to roll more HP. But yeah, so basically if you have all your gear 5-star +5, not like me where most of my stuff are not even +5. That would be super helpful for your box as well. That's something I forgot to mention. Thank you, Crusader, much appreciated. And yeah, you are also getting diamonds when you gems, not diamonds, when you're going to make gear to 5 stars. So here we are really unlucky right now, but yeah, it is what it is. So definitely, okay, let's just keep it for now. There's another thing I forgot to mention. You're going to always salvage your gear, obviously, right? But what are you going to do? There are 2 possibilities. If you need redstones, +1. If you need blue stones, +5. And to be honest, it's right now a hard decision. First of all, redstones we get a lot because we have the gear gacha anyways. But if we're going to +5, it costs more gold. So I personally will actually go for +1 at the moment. And yeah, with the +1 I save gold so that I have more gold for gear gacha. So let me know in the comment section what you guys are deciding for. But yeah, if you do need 5-star stones because you need that for awakening, for example, which is totally reasonable, go for +5. But don't forget that we also get 5-star stones in the gear gacha as well. So is there a salvage event right now? Yeah, there's even salvage events. So yeah, it's definitely the way to go in my opinion. I personally go for +1. So yeah, we are coming to an end, and we were actually able to increase our box CC by above 100k CC. So we are currently rank 12, which is pretty insane. But yeah, the goal, as I said, is still going to be 10 million, which is quite hard because yeah, the higher your box goes, the harder it becomes to actually increase your box CC. But there's still a lot of room for improvement, like for example maxing the units. Not every of my gear, they are still not 5-star yet, especially middle pieces or top pieces. And yeah, I really hope this was helpful or you enjoyed watching this, and let me know in the comment section for how much box CC you guys were able to increase and how much gold did you had. Also the next weekend it's going to be 50% again, so definitely make sure to farm gold, save your stamina pots for that. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out for now.